5 Sunderland men on the far side. You can see them all in shot there. And it's at Curler, tipped over by Pearce. And Gordon Armstrong taking the Sunderland right-wing corner. That's it. Yes, it's in. Eric Gates.
And here's Paul Lemon. Can he score? Yes, he scored. Paul Lemon scores the opening goal for Sunderland.
Chance for Sunderland here. Atkinson on the far side. Oh, and what a great save by the goalkeeper. And but it's there. Sunderland have equalised. It's 2-1. Sunderland 2. Mansfield Town 1. Armstrong gets the crossover. And a penalty, a handball offence in the Mansfield Town defence. And it's another penalty for Sunderland. And it's 4-1. Sunderland 4, Mansfield Town 1. Birchin, and a snapshot by Owers, and it's there.
And away comes Sunderland, a very good penetration pass inside that Fulham half, and it looks as if it's there. Yeah, what a start for Sunderland. A goal inside the first minute by number 10, Marco Gabbiadini. And it looks as if Gabbiadini might well get a second here for Sunderland. He has! What a fine shot on the turn by Gabbiadini.
Good one, it's a deep one, Bennett. Keeps it in. Headed away desperately to come out for Doyle. Atkinson back in again. And it's there from John McPhail. John McPhail with his first goal for Sunderland other than a penalty. Doyle to Lemon. Lemon across goal, it's there, it's there. Kay drives it in, Gabbiadini should score and does, it's 3-1 to Sunderland. Owers chips it across, and it's there. Gabbiadini beats his man, gets to line, goes inside, pulls it back, and there's another goal. Owers going for the line, gets the ball across early, and there again for Sunderland. Gabbiadini has a great chance, he's round the goalkeeper, and he put the ball in, it's there, it's 4-1 for Sunderland. How did you change the training methods when you first came here?
Well, I don't really know that I changed them because I didn't know what was going on here last year. I didn't know what the coaching and the training was like. So I just came in and did exactly the same as I've been doing for the last 5 years at York, using enjoyment, a lot of spirit in the training, a lot of hard work, a lot of short, sharp stuff. Getting lads really to enjoy what they're doing. I mean, there's no good coming in every day thinking, no, I'm not looking forward to this or I don't want to do that. I tried to change things every day, day in, day out, make something different. And within that, as I say, total enjoyment.
Now, can you go through the training week, say starting on a Monday morning and leading up to a match day morning?
If we play Saturday, no midweek games, then we'll have Sunday off. Occasionally Monday, depending on how the lads have played on the Saturday and the terms of injuries, etc. And then we will probably train Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, and then within that, in the afternoons, there'll be a little bit of individual stuff. We'll take the forwards, and the gaffer will come in and take the defenders, and Chris McMenemy will do a little bit with them as well, and the kids. And on Thursday we'll give them a day off, and we'll be back in Friday morning to finish the week off. And hopefully that you can build it up to a little crescendo, so you don't work too hard Tuesday, a nice hard day on Wednesday, ease it off again Thursday with a day off so they can get their legs back or whatever, and then back in on Friday and nice and sharp, and then they go into the Saturday in the right frame of mind.
I would say 85 goals bears that out.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to score goals, but it's also nice to keep a few clean sheets, which was the only thing that worried us to start with. We were letting 1 or 2 silly goals in, and we've done that on a couple of away results where we were beaten at Bristol and we were beaten at Aldershot. But generally, we've tightened things up at the back, and with the flair we've got going forward in terms of Eric Gates and Gabbers, and we've got Colin Pascoe in now, and Paul Lemon's played and got a fair share of goals for us. We've played at first division level in spells, and if we can maintain that and perhaps just add 1 or 2 players, providing we can generate some cash. I mean, we need to get people through the turnstiles to make money, to generate cash so that the chairman can say, there's another few bob to go and spend. The club, when we took over, was not probably in the best financial position it's ever been in, and so it's very difficult to go and buy players that you want. When you do inquire about them, they're 25 grand, 50 grand, 75 grand more expensive to us than to anybody else. Because we're Sunderland Football Club, that's the problem we have dealing with other clubs, because we are a big club. But if we can generate some cash, then we will probably add to the squad. Just a couple of players we think we need. But basically, we've got a very good young squad, bit of experience amongst it as well, which is very, very important. And we think we can go from strength to strength and hopefully go straight through next year as well.
What were your first impressions when you got here?
Big club, some good players. Morale was low. Just a matter of sorting out the morale, getting the lads cheered up and getting them playing as a team.
It was important that we got a good start, and yet we had injuries to players like Gordon Armstrong fairly early on. How did you manage to cope with that?
That was one of the benefits of coming to a big club. We'd got a reasonably strong squad, a large squad, and throughout the season you will get injuries. We'd got enough players to cope with it, and they coped very, very well.
Now, fairly early on in the season, you managed to get Marco Gabbiadini from York, and later on in the season, Colin Pascoe from Swansea.
As far as Marco's concerned, obviously they didn't rate him as highly at York as I did. I knew he was exactly what we needed. It was a slight gamble because he is unpredictable at times, but possibly that was what was needed at the time. We needed somebody who was unpredictable, and because we could play football, but it was all slightly predictable. So they didn't think he was worth as much as I did, and I'm delighted we got him. As far as Colin was concerned, he's been a good player for a lot of years, and people have been quoted a lot higher fees than I was quoted, but I think that Swansea needed the money just at that time. So when I went, the timing was right. I think it's as simple as that.
And certainly I think the fans must have played a very important part.
The fans are exceptional. They turn up in vast numbers, which is important, and they get behind us and cheer. They took a little bit of getting used to the third division, but once they did, they realised there were some reasonably good sides in it, and we were playing good, attractive, attacking football. They turned up, and I think they've enjoyed the season.
And finally, Mr. Smith, can I ask you for your hopes and ambitions for the future?
I've only got one ambition, and that is to manage in the first division. Hopefully it'll be with Sunderland Football Club.
Cornfall gets his crossover. This time it is a goal. Conceding the throw-in. And Cornforth is brought down in the penalty area. It's a penalty to Sunderland. It's 2-0.
Gabbiadini under this, and gets the header. Through comes Cornforth. Cornforth scores for Sunderland. Gates in the centre. Gabbiadini, yes! But he's forced wide. He sends the ball into the middle. Gates in, yes! Eric Gates. Cornforth going through and scores. Cornforth's second of the match, and that could be the goal that decides this match. Ours is wide to the right. Still Gates picks up the loose ball. Gabbiadini, still Gabbiadini, round the goalkeeper and nets the ball. Gets the ball back across. Gates underneath it and puts the ball in. And Gates waited for that one. He's got the ball and he's put it home. Yes, another chance for Gabbiadini. He's got Gates in the centre and Gates makes it 6. Gabbiadini wants it played through, so too does Eric Gates. Gates is there and makes it 7. 4 goals for Eric Gates. Sunderland 7, Southend United 0. He takes the throw to Gates, back to Lemon. Appeals for offside, not upheld. The ball is there. Yes. Gates. Corner. And it's there by Paul Lemon this time. Kept in by Atkinson, who swings it back in, and it's there. Ours might try one. No, he's blocked. He's got to go for the line. He gets it over. Vetchin, 5-1. Corner turns, puts it back into the centre. And another one. 6-0. 6-1 rather. Passes the ball to him. Lovely weight on that pass. The ball across, and there's another goal. Hooked in by Doyle. Fisted away, and it's there. Up comes MacPhail. And maintains his 100% penalty record for Sunderland. Lemon's corner. Near post. Across to Gabbiadini. Couldn't turn. And the ball is in. Yes! Gabbiadini to Cornforth. Cornforth over to the far post. Gates is waiting and scores. Gates again. It's 2-0. Cross to Lemon on that far side. Lemon to Gates. Gates scores easily, and that's the goal I was talking about. Runs up and scores. Atkinson, good corner. It's there. Gabbiadini waiting. And it should be, yes, it's there. Kay's gone for the line, turns it back in. Lemon, it's there.
Chance here for Sunderland. And that's an own goal. That's a goal. Headed on by Armstrong. And that's 3-1.
That's what happens, and the free kick driven, but against the wall. Chance though, still there. Oh, and the ball goes in, yes!
Gates. Gabbiadini's loose. He's clear on the goal. And he scores. It's a beautiful goal from Gabbiadini.
The breeze favouring Sunderland in this first half as the corner is swung in. Good on, Bennett's there, and scores! Quo in trouble. Gabbiadini. Gabbiadini again, and scores! Yes, he scores. Lemon again, Bennett. Gabbiadini, Bennett scores! That's a good threaded through ball by Doyle. Early ball by Atkinson, Birchin, and it's ours who scores! Gates. No offside against Birchin. Birchin going through, edge of the area, has the shot. And guess, he gets the goal. To the far post. And the whistle is gone. It's given. The goal is given. Gabbiadini slips one man. Gates is waiting in the centre. Still Gabbiadini. Fires in. Yes. A fine goal by Marco Gabbiadini. Goes for the line, beats Morgan, gets the ball over to the far side. It's a good cross and a great save. Bites it all, but it's not over yet. Yes. It's in. Armstrong to Gabbiadini. Lemon gets a crossover. And yes, it's there again. Back in by Gary Hours. Gabbiadini, yes! Oh, what a good goal for Sunderland. Turns inside one man, he could have a shot here. It's to the far post. It's turned inside, Lemon, yes! Paul Lemon scores. Gates in the area now. Gets the ball across Bennett, and it's a simple tap in for Colin Pascoe at the far post. Going for the line, an early chip in. And yes, Gabbiadini! Gabbiadini scores for Sunderland. And the terrific roar you can hear is to greet the champions of the Barclays League Division 3, Sunderland. They had a traumatic time at the end of last year, but they've responded magnificently this season. They've scored 85 goals, 48 of those at Roker Park. They've won 25 of their 44 league games so far, and lost only 7. It was vital that they got out of Division 3 at the first attempt, and that they most certainly have done. And so, the ball at the feet of Marco Gabbiadini, who kicks off. The ball swung downfield, played forward by John Kay. But Northampton Town trying to get the ball clear. Headed forward by Armstrong to catch Paul Lemon offside. Number 6 there, Trevor Slack. Floated forward. McPhail beaten in the air, but Doyle gets it clear to Gabbiadini. Lovely control by the young Sunderland player. He's taking on Paul Wilson for speed. He's going for the line. He's got there first, but Paul Wilson sticks to his task, and eventually Northampton have to concede the corner. Armstrong's corner. Over the bar, I think, by Bennett. Yes, it sails over the bar. Gets the return ball. Ball over. Armstrong. Nice layoff by Gates. Through by Pascoe. Now Gabbiadini tries to get past his man. Can't do so. And the Northampton Town midfield bring the ball away. That was an advantage played by referee Jim McCauley. Into the centre by Russell Wilcox. Flicked on and a chance just past the post. Okay to take it. Gates. Good cross by Gates. Gabbiadini on the far post. Glazier can only just palm the ball away off his head. Now the Paul Lemon corner. Alan Snowden, the linesman, in shot as the corner comes over. Gabbiadini just missing that one. And the ball is out for the throw. That's John McPhail thinking the ball had gone out for the corner. McPhail takes the throw to Gates. Kay inside for Gabbiadini. Gabbiadini trying to turn his man, gets the ball across. And another good save by the goalkeeper. And Marco Gabbiadini, in the last couple of minutes, has brought the crowd to life. They've been a bit quiet because Northampton Town have given Sunderland such a good game and denied Sunderland chances until this last couple of minutes. But now it's Gordon Armstrong with the corner. Floats it over, and again Gabbiadini. And there John Kay to take the throw. Gates flicks it through, hoping that Gabbiadini will get on the end of this. But Sunderland still have the pressure on. Gates, a lovely flick to Gabbiadini. Back to Gates. Can Gates score? No. It's a penalty though. And Gates brought down in the penalty area. Jim McCauley had absolutely no doubts that it was a penalty. Pointed straight to the spots as soon as Gates was tripped inside the penalty area. And Sunderland have the chance to take the lead. Up steps John McPhail to take the penalty. John McPhail, yes, scores his 10th penalty of the season, his 15th goal in all, and it's Sunderland 1, Northampton Town 0. Mean disappointment for them. Now Bennett dummies his man and then lets the ball run through. So the fact that Northampton Town have to attack may mean one or two gaps appearing in the Northampton Town defence as the game wears on. Lemon beats one man, lets it run to Gates. Gates for Lemon. Lemon running, so is the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper gets there, and Lemon sensibly holds back with his sliding tackle as he knew the goalkeeper had beaten him to it. McPhail now. Kay back to Hesford. Wilcox's free kick. Bennett there to beat Adcock. Singleton. McGoldrick looking for Adcock. Adcock gets there, but he's closed down, but does get the shot away, and it's in the back of the net. Tony Adcock equalises after 37 minutes for Northampton Town. John McPhail shouting a few instructions before he takes the free kick. Now he chips it forward. Bennett's gone forward. Gets the back header, but too many Northampton defenders there. And away they come. The ball played into the centre. McPhail just got there, but Adcock again receiving from Warren Donald, and the ball trapped between the legs of Adcock. And this will mean a drop ball. Always been dangerous on their attacks. And now the drop ball between Armstrong and Donald. The ball breaks and it's cleared from near the line. What a superb tackle by Gary Bennett. The ball got past Hesford, but outstretched the long leg of Gary Bennett from absolutely nowhere. And it looked as though Paul Copeland was going to force that ball home. But to the relief of the full end crowd, Bennett got there first. And now Gabbiadini's clear. He shoots, a great save by the goalkeeper. An early shot by the goalkeeper, by Marco Gabbiadini. But Glazier smothered it well. He didn't just stop it, he held it. McPhail snapped up by Singleton. And the half-time whistle goes. Sunderland 1, Northampton Town 1, and both sides attacking right to the very end of this first half. Northampton Town to kick off, attacking the Roker end, the goal away to our right in the second half. Peter Gleischer. Gates and Pascoe working a ball nicely between them. Lemon on the far side making a good run, leaves it for Gabbiadini. Gabbiadini tries the shot, it rebounds off Wilcox. Lemon inside by Kay. Gabbiadini, Pascoe, Gabbiadini. In comes Armstrong, yes! Armstrong scores for Sunderland just 3 minutes into the second half. And Sunderland regain the lead. Gordon Armstrong makes it 2-1 for Sunderland. To Gates. Gates, a snapshot! Oh, what a brilliant shot and an equally brilliant save by the goalkeeper. Eric Gates suddenly turned and unleashed a tremendous drive. And it was going in, and there was no doubt about that. Now MacPhail clearing for Sunderland. Pascoe, Gates, Doyle. Doyle way across to Lemon. Kay going on the overlap. That's Kay running through picture, but the bad pass intercepted by Dave Gilbert. And this is a good attack developing through Paul Wilson on the far side, but Bennett stops the attempted centre. Clears to Gabbiadini. Gates wants it, gets the ball. Bennett's gone through on the overlap. A lovely ball from Gates. And has Bennett got the speed? No, he hasn't, but he runs out of speed. And the ball eventually cleared by Russell Wilcox. The ball towards MacPhail, and near enough to Peter Gleischer's goal to cause the goalkeeper an anxious moment. Gabbiadini gets the header on. And will Paul Lemon get in first? He does! Hits the post! So unlucky was Paul Lemon. A lovely flick on by Gabbiadini. And Paul Lemon beat the goalkeeper, but he hit the post. Sunderland so close from making it 3-1. Lemon's header. McGoldrick, faced by Pascoe. Bad ball from him, straight to Armstrong. Lemon going forward, the flag stays down. Lemon has another chance, and this time he misses, but the ball goes into the net. Eric Gates didn't miss, and the Sunderland striker flat on the ground, but joyous that Sunderland have made it 3-1 after 75 minutes forward. But it's a good tackle by Russell Wilcox. Armstrong takes the throw quickly. Pascoe tricks his way around Wilcox, and a good tackle. Oh no, it's a penalty. It's another penalty for Sunderland, as the referee adjudged that Paul Wilcox brought down Colin Pascoe. So quite rightly, John MacPhail calming his nerves, placing the ball to his satisfaction on that penalty spot before walking back. Now he turns, comes up and misses, and that's his 100% penalty record missed. Back to McGoldrick. That's Pascoe challenging, doing well. The ball with Donald Doe, who sends the ball inside. Now Armstrong half clears it, and there goes the final whistle. And listen to the crowd, and it's just unfortunate that a few people have come onto the field. They were warned not to. And so we have now the presentation of the third division Barclays Championship Trophy. And we can console ourselves that the Sunderland players have at least come back onto the pitch. And there's Ruben Agbula in the tracksuit. And a special mention for him, because he's been injured over these last few vital weeks. He played a sterling part in the club's drive towards the championship, but was unlucky to be injured. That's him on the extreme right, just beside Steve Doyle there. Wore the number 3 shirt with pride, and he was a favourite of the fans, and he deserves to take his place out there with the Sunderland players, getting a hug there from Pascal. And there another fan coming onto the pitch, much to the boos of the crowd, and I hope he gets his just desserts. They've had several warnings, and it's good to see that only one spectator, or perhaps he doesn't deserve the word spectator, has come on. And is being told in no uncertain terms. And Gary Bennett has the trophy in his grasp, and to the huge delight of the crowd, the players are going towards the Fulwell end, even though we've had a tannoy announcement that they're not. But now they're going round the crowd behind the Fulwell end goal. Gary Bennett triumphantly holding the trophy aloft. It's a very small looking trophy, but that doesn't make it any the less in value. Sunderland can be proud to have won this trophy. They've had some battles in the past season, and they've had some excellent runs, and 51 home goals throughout the season. 88 goals in all so far. The crowd who followed them near and far on away travels. And third division grounds aren't always up to the same standard as Roker Park. But they've come through, they've won the championship, and deserve this night of glory. What a wonderful sight as Dennis Smith is hoisted aloft, triumphantly clutching the third division championship trophy. Yeah, Gordon? Paul, you've had a great impact on the team this year. You've scored quite a few goals. Has it been a good season for you?
Enjoyed it, yeah. We got 12 goals this season, and the way we've been playing has been totally different last season. Everybody's confident. The lads are just buzzing. And we were always waiting for the next game coming on, whereas last season we were struggling. We didn't want the games to come along, and we just weren't going to get results last season. But this season's just been totally different. Very pleased indeed. We've just got to go on. That's our first game. We've got the second division now. Well, who knows? Look what Middlesbrough are doing, aren't it?
Exactly.
That's it. First division next season. Who knows?
Eric, tremendous season this season, goal-wise.
Yeah, brilliant. I mean, I think 2 months ago I said to Marco, wouldn't it be brilliant if we both got 20 apiece? And we've both gone and done it. You know, you set yourself a little target. I mean, it makes no difference to me now how many we score, but to go and do it.
But what's caused the revelation in your goal-scoring form this year?
You don't know. It's the lads you play with. Once you get a good set of lads around you, it doesn't half help. You know, people say that all the time. What's the difference? You don't train any harder. You don't do anything any different. It just you need a bit of luck. And they say good lads around you.
And Marco, how have you enjoyed playing with Eric this year?
It's been great for me. I mean, when I first came, it was a hard time for me settling in, new set of players. But I was playing with Eric after the first 2 or 3 games. And we seem to hit it off. You know, sometimes you play with a player and you just hit it off. We seem to know what each other's doing all the time, and it's great. You know, defenders. I don't think defenders know how to defend against us at times.
You got one tonight, Eric, and almost got a second with a lovely shot.
Yeah. You know, you win some, you lose some. You score some and you don't score some. You know, it's just nice for the team to do well. You know, I don't go around thinking I scored a goal. Now it's all about team performances, and I think it's nice to finish at home on a win.
What were the things that led up to you leaving York and coming here, Marco?
Well, nothing sort of led up to it. Just the boss wanted me, and he put an offer in for me, and York were willing to let me go, which was, I mean, it's been fortunate for me really. I mean, I was when I heard Sunderland were in for me, couldn't really come to a bigger club. So I mean, just look at it out there today.
And do you think they'll be able to carry on the lethal partnership together next season?
Depends on this fella.
Yeah, I'd like to think so. You know, if it's down to me, I would love to think so. Give it a crack next year.
John, on occasions when Gary's been out injured, you've captained the side. What do you think are the qualities of a captain?
I think really you should have 11 captains out there, really. But I mean, it's always an honour to captain your side. I mean, Gary's he's very influential. Like, you know, he he talks quite well. I think he could talk more being a captain, but I think he should lead by example, and Gary's a class player, and I think people should, like, if he's like doing his business on the Saturday, then it leads to a great example. And as I say, I think it's a great honour, so I think a captain should lead by example, yeah.
And lovely atmosphere out there tonight, but the fans have been great all season, haven't they?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's just a pity that we seem to play better away from home than what we do at home. I don't know whether if it's pressure of the fans, with there being so many in, you can actually hear, it's only when you hear 4,000 or 5,000 booing, then you can say, oh well, okay. But when you hear about 15,000, 20,000, it certainly gets to your head, and I think it gets to the players. But when we're away from home, we tend to play football a lot easier and a lot more fluently. So, as I mean, next year will be a great thing for us to play in the second division. I think we'll do quite well there.
Gary, a fabulous season rounded off in a fabulous way tonight.
Yeah, well, that was our aim, you know, to be promoted and to go up as champions is, you know, that was our aim, and we're over the moon.
Big difference from the last 2 years.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, the last 2 years we've been relegated, and obviously to come straight down in the third division was a bit embarrassing, but to go straight back, like, shows a bit of character from the lads and from the staff as well.
And will you remember tonight for a while?
Oh yeah, it always stands in your memory. You know, to go up as champions as well, you know, you always stick in your mind.
Ruben, no doubt you'll be very happy tonight.
Oh yeah, it's nice to be playing back in the second division again.
What was the reason why you've been out? I know you've been injured, but just what sort of injury has it that's kept you out?
I pulled the thigh muscle, and when it heals back, you normally get a little bit of a few adhesions sort of in the muscle itself. And although it's healed properly, the adhesions are still there. I've got to break those down. So although I'm sort of fit, kicking balls and that's a bit of a pain at the moment. So that's why I've been out for the last couple of games.
Not so easy watching us playing, is it?
Oh no, it's I was glad to get on Saturday at Port Vale, but tonight was hard work. Sat there watching it. I would have preferred to have been out there with the lads on the pitch.
Have you enjoyed playing for Sunderland this year?
Oh, but it's been great, especially the way we've been playing and that. It's been great.
You've been very consistent, haven't you?
Yeah. First 3 months I think I've had my dodgy spells in the club, but I'm quite happy the way I've done. Yeah.
Have you any little superstitions you go through before a match?
Just put the strip on, that's all.
I would like to hear from both of you in turn how you think the methods, training methods, and the whole approach has changed since the introduction of Dennis Smith and Viv Busby. Do you admire the way they go about things?
Yeah, I think, well, from a personal point of view, you know, they've done a lot for me, and training is enjoyable, and, you know, you look forward to coming in every morning.
Yeah, I think I would say exactly the same. I mean, last year, that was the biggest failure, I think, in the club. We used to come in, we didn't really used to enjoy things, and I think especially Viv, I mean, he's changed it all around training, and that's the biggest part of your club. If you've got that right and you've got a good spirit in the club, then you've got a great chance, and he's succeeding in doing that.
And happy enough to going back into Division 2, of course. Have you ever played Division 2 football, Gary?
I've only ever played in one division, that's the third division. So I'm looking forward to it, and just have to work hard for the pre-season and hope I'm selected again next season.
Gary, Gordon, thanks very much for talking to us. Best of luck next year.
Thank you.
John, you've managed 15 goals this season, and not all from penalties. Are you used to scoring from sort of outfield play?
Well, I'm involved in like set plays and things like that, so I think that's what I've got the other 5 goals besides the 10 penalty kicks. Yeah, I mean, I like to be involved in things like that. I like to come up for corners and free kicks and get on the end of things like that. Yeah.
Is it a set ploy? Do you do this sort of thing in training?
Yeah, I think we work, we don't often work too often on it, but we have about maybe 10-15 minutes of doing set things, of corner kicks and free kicks and things from the halfway line, flick-ons, and yeah, it's a thing that we don't emphasise ourselves on. Yes, we do it for about 10 minutes.
Gary, how do you prevent yourself from being bored during long journeys like this?
I think you get used to it after a while. You know, usually we have a few videos on the coach, a few music tapes, and sometimes a few of us play cards.
Do you have any sort of pre-match superstitions, like putting the left boot on before the right, or something like that? Do you have any sort of things like that?
I think the only superstition I've got, I usually just touch my toes 3 times, before the kick-off. I think putting on my kit, I think that's just a routine. The way I do it, I don't really take much notice of it, really. But I think just touching my toes 3 times is my only superstition I've got, really.
Campbell turning on the ball, but no free kick. Kay. That's Gates. Return to Gates. Oh, lovely ball. He's in. It's 1-0. Well, now Kay. Skull. Doyle. Return to Doyle. Penalty. And the referee taking the name of Tony Grealish for the complaint straight away. And sending the other Rotherham players away. Eric Gates went down, and Rotherham looked doomed. Here we go. And now words with Eric Gates. And the Rotherham keeper, no doubt, very disappointed. Well, McPhail stopped in full flight. I've never seen that happen before in my life. And another go. Eventually, McPhail makes it 2. Well, fortunate for Buckley. Chipped into the box towards Pugh. Buckley's head, Kay. Pascal beaten by Douglas. More determination from Rotherham in the second half. Pugh goes up. It's an own goal! It is an own goal by Armstrong for Sunderland as they break. Gates on the right. Gabbiadini. Oh, he's inside. It should be 3. Pascal for Gabbiadini, look at that. Lovely turn. This could be 4. Birchin. Well, the substitute, Keith Birchin, makes it 4. And Sunderland go out celebrating.
Armstrong taking the Sunderland right-wing corner. That's it, yes, it's in. Eric Gates.
And here's Paul Lemon. Can he score? Yes, he scores. Paul Lemon scores an opening goal for Sunderland.
Atkinson on the far side. Oh, and what a great save by the goalkeeper. But it's there. Doyle to Lemon. Lemon across goal. It's there. It's there. Gets to line, goes inside, pulls it back, and there's another goal. Gets the ball across early, and there again for Sunderland. Through from Cornford. Cornford scored. Cornford's going through, and scored. Another chance for Gabbiadini. He's got Gates in the centre, and Gates makes it 6. Passes the ball to him. Lovely bait on that pass. The ball across, and there's another goal. Hooked in by Doyle. Sifted away, and it's there. Early ball by Atkinson, Birchin, and it's ours who scores. Gets a crossover, and yes, it's there again. Lemon going forward, the flag stays down. Lemon has another chance, and this time he misses. But the ball goes into the net. Eric Gates
didn't miss.